The world is opening up after COVID-19, and these exhibitions are, I think, signals. How do you feel after getting these signals?
Actually, this HVAC trends, it's been very good that people need it after the lockdown and staying home orders. I can see around the show that there are many people interested, and then they are here to see and visit. Also exhibitor-wise and visitor-wise, this the HVAC trends show and the seminar is going very well as far as I can see.
Before COVID, we have been witnessing huge exhibitions, and now when we started again, rather resumed it, shows in terms of participation and the spaces have quite a bit shrinking. And how would you see it to get it to the normal?
Actually, what you are mentioning is the Pakistan HVACR show. It is entirely different than this show. This is not the same. This is not the shrink Pakistani HVACR show. Also, I've been there many times and I exhibited there, and we also participated as a Turkish companies in that show. I think it is waiting for its term and time. It will be 2022. So this one is entirely different than that Pakistan HVACR show. This has seminar with it, and this is mostly mechanical contractors, mechanical consultants. They are coming here. As a companies, we are showing them our products, and then they are going to the seminars, and then they are getting some more information about sector, and then they are getting more information about HVACR products.
COVID pushed us to the online business, and people are saying that it is becoming a norm of life now. When we have opportunity to meet again physically also, but online business is still there. How would you see this kind of a mix?
Actually, we learned from COVID-19 that we can do something sitting home, sitting in the office, and then we can do internationally seminars and webinars and all kind of connections. But it is not the same that like in person. It is totally different. So people need in-person activities. So that is the reason this will continue, and then that will, the online activities is going to make our lives easier.
It means physical interaction becomes a basic fundamental of business still yet.
It will continue, and then it will need it. It will be needed.
COVID-19, from one point of view, people are saying we witness a lot of hardships, Many economies were severely affected. Now that is a huge gap, that is a deficit. What do you think, what kind of a time, how much time we need to cover it?
I don't know how much time we need to recover 100%, but what we learn and what our sector can achieve, this COVID-19 is airborne, so indoor air quality importance is the must. So that is the reason that our sector, climatization sector, HVACR sector, going to support to get rid of COVID-19 with indoor air quality. If we have indoor air quality, the COVID-19 is going to over, and I can say that the COVID-19 indoor quality is as important as vaccination.
That is very important, and you compelled me to raise another question, is that, COVID-19, many people are saying, have forced us to review the codes and forced us to go into research and analysis. What changes you see in HVACR in terms of research and analysis?
Today, HVAC, when you say HVAC, you think it is heating and cooling. But it is not heating and cooling. if you heat and cool the same air, it doesn't give you the health. Today, indoor air quality shows that the 25% of the school children's not efficiency, it is I mean the children are getting better, learning better, 25% more if you have indoor air quality in the schools. So this is very important. And besides, when you have indoor air quality, then you don't, not only COVID-19, also the other airborne microbes stay away, and then you don't harm to your loved one and anybody near you. I have my factory in Ankara is 40,000 square meters and 100% fresh air. We run everywhere, the factory, production, our offices. So during this last 2 years, no one affected because of their colleagues. This is very important.
One last question. Turkey is the fifth biggest player in this industry, and people have been expecting in Pakistan that you will be coming to Pakistan in terms of technology transfer, in terms of setting up your industry in Pakistan. Do you think it is required? And if yes, is there any move there?
I am sure it will require. Why? Because this is supply and demand. If you have enough demand, that the Turkish manufacturer is going to come and here, invest here, and then start production here. This is the supply and demand request. You cannot come, if there is no demand or very little demand, you cannot come and invest. If you want to do something, you need to have demand. Today, the Turkish companies and the Pakistani companies relations started, distribution started. Now, when demand increases, then slowly also the investment is going to come.
Supply and demand is important, no doubt about that one, and investor has to see all these aspects. But people are saying the countries which are pretty developed in this industry, they are facing a lot of problems like, no cheaper labor there. There are many other things, and such investors are looking those societies where you get cheap labor so that make it feasible and you can export from here. What do you think from that aspect?
What we learned from COVID-19, we learned a lot. The cheaper labor cost is not everything. Localization also is very important. You need to be local. Otherwise, you cannot find the product when you need it. So that is the reason from Turkey, from other countries, I am sure that Pakistan attracts many investors for industry, for production.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.